What would you do if someone you thought was gone forever suddenly contacted you? A voice from beyond, calling from the past, with a secret so dark it could destroy you. Tonight's tale isn't just about fear, it's about guilt, betrayal, and the things we can never escape. This is The Call from Beyond. Thunder cracks, revealing the title as the story begins. 15 years ago, Sarah was a bubbly 12-year-old living with her parents, Claire and Mark, in a quiet suburban neighborhood. One evening, during a violent argument, a terrible accident happened. Sarah was gone, and her parents, driven by panic and fear, decided to cover up their crime. They buried her body in the woods nearby, telling everyone Sarah had run away. For years they maintained the lie even to themselves. But the guilt never left them, haunting every moment of their lives. Claire turned cold, withdrawn. Mark buried himself in work to forget. The police searched for Sarah, but as the years passed, hope faded. The world moved on, but Claire and Mark never did. One stormy night, 15 years after Sarah's disappearance, the phone rings. It's late, almost midnight. Claire, now a hollow shell of the woman she once was, answers groggily. On the other end, a woman's voice speaks. "Mom, it's me, Sarah." Claire's heart stops. The voice sounds older, but unmistakably Sarah's. Trembling, she calls for Mark. He rushes in, listening in disbelief. The voice continues. "I've missed you. Why did you leave me in the dark that night?" Claire drops the phone in shock. The line goes dead. Mark picks it up, dials back, but there's no answer. They tell themselves it must be a cruel prank. But deep down, they both know something is terribly wrong. The next day, the phone rings again. This time, it's Mark who answers. "Dad, why did you let it happen? You promised you'd protect me," the voice accuses. "Do you remember what you did?" Mark's hands shake as memories from that night resurface. Sarah screaming, the struggle, and the cold, lifeless body they buried under the old oak tree. He drops the phone, his face pale. The calls continue every night, always at the same time, midnight. Each time, Sarah's voice grows angrier, more accusing. "You lied. You buried me in the dark. Now I'm alone." The couple's guilt consumes them, pushing them to the edge of madness. One night, after another haunting call, Claire snaps. She tells Mark they must go to the woods, to the place where they buried Sarah. They need to see if something is there or if this nightmare is somehow real. In the pouring rain, they dig frantically beneath the oak tree. But when they reach the spot where Sarah should be, there's no body. Just an empty, shallow grave. Panic sets in. If Sarah isn't here, then where is she? Suddenly, Mark's phone rings. The voice on the other end is clear and cold. "Why are you looking for me now? It's too late." They drop their tools, turning to see a figure standing at the edge of the woods. It's a woman, soaked from the rain, with long dark hair. She looks just like an older version of their daughter, Sarah, but her eyes are lifeless, hollow. The figure steps closer, her voice echoing in the storm. "You thought you could hide what you did. But the dead don't stay buried forever." Claire collapses to the ground, sobbing, pleading for forgiveness. Mark stands frozen in terror, unable to move. The figure, now only feet away, whispers, "You killed me. You buried me. Now I've come to take you with me." Lightning strikes the oak tree behind her, and in a blinding flash, the figure vanishes. The phone in Mark's hand drops to the ground, the call ending with an eerie silence. They say you can never escape your past. And for Claire and Mark, their dark secret caught up with them in the most terrifying way. What do you think? Was it Sarah's ghost, or their guilt driving them to madness? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more chilling tales from beyond the grave.